Hello, if you're new, warm welcome, and if you're rejoining me, thanks again. So this one, I wanted to try something different, mainly because I actually did quite a bit of stocking up and shopping for spring and summer, mainly on skincare in this segment. So I actually included quite an extensive skincare haul, and I hope this can be of help for anyone who's navigating the massive skincare shelves and not knowing kind of what is what, especially when it comes to Korean beauty and Korean skincare. It's a very calm and relaxing vlog at home, and I just absolutely loved spending time with my family, but also some self-care time. All right, let's get into it. Going nowhere, but hair looks good, feels good. This rosé 떡볶이 is, but it's trending. 요즘 유행하는 rosé 떡볶이. No, this is with cheese. Hello, good afternoon. It is Saturday, which means I have some time to make a little bit more focused content. A couple of things that I got from Sephora and the Korean beauty store. If you live in Atlanta, go to Mega Mart. Their skincare section is awesome. So my mom and I are going on this next travel. She really loves to have her skincare. So we bought mainly a lot of masks. I've been trying them out the last week and a half, and I really discovered a few. So I thought it would be kind of cool to share, because actually I never really see these on channels that I watch. Here we go. So my mom instilled in me from, when I was a teenager, to take really good care of my skin, and also instilled in me to do masks. You can do a lot of self-care at home, and can be really nice to do. Some people think that having good skin is just genetics. Of course, there is some truth to that, but there's also a lot of it is in nurture. Because I do think you can change a lot of things, even though you're genetically maybe predispositioned for certain things. I think this is probably my first time using like their actual facial mask. I've been following them for a while, have used a few things from them here and there. Mainly I saw them in Korea a lot, and their masks are phenomenal. I mean, I should save the best for last, but right now, this moment, this season, I am really into their masks, and I'm especially into this one and this one. Yeah, they're really good. They also have other lines, which I'll show in a second, but these two I've tried, and they're really, really nice. So I've been loving these so much. The pdrn is there to support skin vitality, boosting hydration and glow. Niacinamide is also in here. That's like one of the top 5, I think, that I see. They also have a little bit of shea butter. Yeah, it looks like pretty good and legit ingredients in the first few. Each 1.19 ounce bottle of this is solidified into a sheet mask. Yeah, that's a little bit on this, and obviously it's a full list of all the ingredients list that are on here. Other two I have, it's these. They're open because I'm packing right now and they're in my suitcase. Okay, so the other ones I have, I'll start first with this one. I think this is a brand also not a lot of people might have heard of unless you are in Korea or you're really, really into Korean skincare, and it's a brand called Round Lab. I tried a couple of their things when I was in Korea at Olive Young. That's by the way, the Sephora equivalent in Korea. I also saw them actually in Paris, I think at the Les Samaritain. I saw like one of the things, not the specific masks, but basically they also have the full skincare line. Why I'm a big fan of Korean skincare, because it's very powerful yet less evasive, a little bit lighter. So this is the Birch Juice Moisturizing Mask. I tried this last night. It's pretty good and really nicely moisturizing. The difference between this one and the Biodance one, this is not that gel mask, but more of that like the traditional kind of sheet mask that we use from Biodance. These are actual like the more gel kind of textured sheet mask. I prefer that texture over the ones like these, but those are more expensive. So like if you know Dr. Jart, they also have it in that like gel-like mask. I also have a couple of their products, which I'll show in a second. Okay, the other one is from the same brand, Round Lab. This is just a different line. This one is called the Moisturizing Double Gel Mask. Has slightly different ingredients, but I have to say, I mean, I tried their products before, so it's nice. Okay, the next one is also from Round Labs. I think it's a subcare. I think it's a sub line of the same brand from Round Lab. Like this. This one has very similar ingredients in the first line to the Biodance. Oh, this one has hyaluronic acid, which I didn't see in the other ones. This one has variations of the hyaluronic acid as well. This one is the medicube gel mask. I think there was something that went viral. I think it was their handheld, I don't know what it was, like a facial tool that went viral a couple of months ago. Then you probably heard of medicube. It's a very, very famous Korean skincare brand. And this is the pink collagen gel mask. I tried this also one of the other days. I would say this is equally as good as the Biodance. The main thing here they sell is that sodium DNA, which is a pdrn, same thing as the Biodance, and the niacinamide. To be honest, I'm not like a big hype person when I see things called collagen on stuff. So I really think the best way to get collagen is just eat some seaweed. This is what it looks like. And these you only also get 4 pieces. Also, I don't know when it was. I gave some masks to some friends and they said that it was only in Korean, so they couldn't read it, but I think it was because I bought it in Korea. If you buy it in the States or in Europe, all the instructions and the ingredients in the back are in English, so okay. So that was all the face mask. I'm gonna now move into serums and moisturizers. There is a brand called haruharu, and that means I think day by day or every day. Okay, I bought one of these for my friends. So this is the Black Rice Hyaluronic Anti-Wrinkle Serum. Yeah, so this one has fermented black rice and bamboo shoot bark extract. But it does say that you should use it in the evenings and also, yeah, to make sure that you don't go directly in sunlight afterwards. If I find something that's kind of cool that I think is worth it, I'll also get something for her. And then, yeah, it's nice to share always. So I got this one. So I haven't tried this yet, so it's also new for me. I swatched it on my hands yesterday and it felt really nice. I didn't have any reactions. So it looks like this has a bit more of a creamy texture to it. So stay tuned for my next videos where I will show when I'm actually using it day to day. I normally don't like to film, like, how do I say it? I guess very set up segments. It's just not me. So I like to film as I go and kind of show like in reality, in real time, what's going on. So keep an eye out for the next videos where I will be using some of these. The other one that I bought from Haruharu Wonder is the Black Rice Hyaluronic Essence. So this essence is something basically you put on after your toner, before your serum. Essence typically focus a lot on hydration. It's a thin layer, so if you use essence, you always have to use moisturizer still because it's not going to be enough to lock in all that. This one also has fermented black rice and bamboo shoot bark extract. I think that's just kind of their like signature ingredient. The next one that I bought is the Centella Gel Serum. I tested it also on the back of my hand and it was really nice. It kind of left a very like hydrating feeling. There's a really nice word in Korean that they say. I think it's like chok chok is what they say, and that means like really nicely hydrating. If you're more of a native Korean speaker, feel free to chime in. Really nice. It's a Centella 4% TXA gel serum. Vitamin C is a big one. So this is probably a good one to wear during the day. And it's targeting and helping with uneven skin tones. So I think this was also a little bit like creamier as well. And like I said, I travel a lot, so I like light, small things. This is the Centella Phyto and 5-Peptide Concentrate Cream. It's also fragrance free. To be honest, fragrance, especially in Korean skincare, doesn't bother me that much. I prefer a little bit of fragrance. And I think it's because I grew up with my mom using a lot of Korean skincare and I always love the fragrance of those. And it just reminds me like of my mom and me watching her when I was little. So I have a really nice memory of it. I'm gonna now open all of these, so I have to open them to pack. So this is actually great. You want to know the order, use this first, then use one of these. It's actually a nice way to like unbox and pack all my stuff. Okay, I don't know why this is such a hype lately. I think it's mostly a hype with like anyone who loves Korean skincare or if you are in Korea, but toner pads are a huge hype right now. And I think for a pretty good reason. So after you wash your face, I typically do this after my shower. I just take like each pad, which is already soaked in the ingredients, and then I just gently pat it around my face. It's honestly a nice to have. Like I don't think you need to have a toner pad. I think if you have a liquid toner, it's fine. So, but I really do like the individual pads, especially when you're traveling. Just use one and then you can discard it. But sometimes I use it also just to kind of remove like any excess makeup that is there. This has AHA, which increases a lot of sensitivity when you have sun exposure. So if you use this during the day or in the morning, always wear sunscreen. You should wear sunscreen always. And I also bought a pad from this brand, Tokdo. This one does not have the AHA or BHA from what I can see in the ingredients. So I think it's a little bit, again, made for more sensitive skin and you'll have less sensitivity to it. So this is a really nice one. Actually, I have to unbox them. I keep forgetting to unbox them. Okay. So this was the medicube one. This is a medicube one. So here they have the tweezer insertion area. Again, you use it to not contaminate your product. The last product from the Korean skincare shop I got from the brand Round Lab. This is a moisturizing serum. I tried this and it was really nice. I think serums are one of those things where I personally would spend more on a serum than other items. So moisturizing, and again, moisturizing is the best way to mix a sunscreen to keep fine lines and keep your skin healthy. So at the kbeauty corner, they gave me a lot of samples. So I love getting samples when I'm traveling. And honestly, that's also the reason why I prefer shopping in the US Sephora, because with my points, I can get samples and also rewards, but the one in Europe, they don't really give you a lot of samples, at least the Sephoras I've been to. So I prefer shopping here when it comes to Sephora. But that's why I typically have more of these like little hauls, and then I pretty much for the rest of the year I don't buy skincare because I just use this and then that's it. If you know this, you know the sunscreen. Alrighty, I discovered this moisturizer very randomly. It was actually at the bottom of the shelf. We really couldn't see it, but it's called the Then I Met You. So I love things from Vitamin C. It's probably one of the must-haves I include in my skincare. It's from an extract, something called halobong. It's like an orange, like a specific category of orange that grows in Jeju Island in Korea. Very famous there. People even like haul oranges within domestic Korea. It's so famous, and they say that they make it with that extract. Obviously, orange, vitamin C. So I was curious to try it. And so it says here, vitamin C enriched lightweight moisturizer features the Korean halobong from Jeju Island, providing a refreshing, supple texture that glides over the skin. Long-lasting hydration, re-energized luminous complexion. So I love this thing. I tried this the last week and really hydrated my skin. I was coming off of a flight, super stressed, didn't get a lot of sleep. I was drinking a lot of water, but my skin was still very dehydrated. So I used this and I saw a very big difference. And if you open it, the packaging is also super nice. And yeah, it's really lightweight, very hydrating. Highly recommend if you're looking for a good moisturizer. That's nice. On the inside, it has a founder's note. And then I got some samples. This is a Glow Recipe Hyaluronic Cream. This is what I mean. It's a sample, but this jar will last you like 2 weeks. And then this is the Pharmacy Clean Balm, which I've actually used and it's really good. I like the Biosense product lines as well. It's really nice. I have the Kiehl's Retinol Serum, which honestly, this little small size is just good enough. I love this thing so much. I actually ran out of it, so I actually do need to buy more. It's the Corrective Dark Spot Serum. I really like this one. I think from Kiehl's, this is the one I repurchase when I'm running out. So I have a lot of dark spots, especially in the summer when I stay out in the sun. Because when I'm on holiday, I'm that girl, I like to swim and go out. My hair is not cute, and I just do not look cute when I'm at the beach. And because of so much sun exposure, even though I reapply my sunscreen multiple times, haven't really found anything yet that can stop the dark spots from showing up. So 2 things, but one is the Summer Friday jet lag mask. I bought this as soon as I arrived because I was literally jet lagged and I needed a good moisturizer. And then the other one is I was looking for an eye cream because I didn't bring one. Again, packing very last minute for emergency. So this is a bouncy and firm sleeping mask for your eyes. It's good. It's really nice. But for me, I don't know if it actually depuffs my eyes, but I like the texture and I like that it keeps my eyes moisturized, which is for me enough to ask for. So another serum is from Summer Fridays. This is also the Jet Lag Deep Hydration Serum. So I like this serum. I tried it, I think, before it was really unpopular. I think it was like when their lip glosses came out, that's when I kind of discovered it. I think I purchased this one a couple of times already. I really like their vitamin C serum. And this one, niacinamide, is the second main ingredient next to water. The next one are the glow recipes. I'm gonna first start with this one. I think their serum really gives a nice glow to your skin without oils and without like weird peelings, which sometimes niacinamide can have. So I really like their products. Only thing is I don't think there's a lot in here like most serums, so it goes fast. Also their packaging is just beautiful. Their packaging, like the Summer Friday, it's glass, so it's a little bit on the heavier side. Their story is also really fascinating. This next one is the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I use this when I'm flying or during the summer when I'm on the beach. I really like to keep my skin hydrated, and this one does such a nice job, and also it just gives such a nice fragrance. And I'm someone, I don't like watermelon fragrance, but their stuff I do like. Serum from Dr. Jart. I love Dr. Jart. I've been using their serum for a long time. Sometimes I have friends that ask me, like, you know, what's your go-to? Like, if you had one serum to use, what would be your go-to? So far, it's this little guy. Why? Because it actually repairs my skin, and you can actually see a very quick difference, and it hydrates. So because the repairing is so well done, with my dark spots, if I have like any rashes or, you know, damages on my skin, I use this guy and it actually works. And that's what a lot of their lines focus on repairing. So I really like it. They did change the packaging. They used to have like a round one, which I personally like a little bit more, but yeah, I think the ingredient is still the same. Okay, are we ready to continue? Okay, I'm gonna do hair this time. This is a dry volume texturizing spray, and this is the mini version of it because I'm traveling a lot and I will be traveling more in the next weeks. I got the mini version because obviously you can't take this in a carry-on. Lately, I've been a carry-on travel girl. Two other hair staples. This is Olaplex. This is the clarifying shampoo. It's a deep cleaner. So I don't use this every day. I kind of just use this like, you know, I think once a week or every other week just for deep scalp cleansing. And I use this with the Manta scalp brush, which I showed in my last vlog. And yeah, it's nice. So this one bottle goes a very long way. I think personally for me, this lasts me more than a year. So that's why it's worth it for me to buy one of these. And then, so this is, I know, another hype product, but I bought this before the hype and I can say that it does live up to the hype. It's such a nice product. You see, it's one of those rare few products where after the first use, you see a difference immediately. Only thing is there's just not a lot of it. So if you have a lot of hair, I think it can run out quickly and maybe you feel like you spend a lot of money on something very little. So that's the only thing I would say is the downside. Otherwise, it does a phenomenal job. And I think if there was one like hair serum, conditioner, whatever, this would be it. So this I always travel with, especially when I'm like swimming or in the summer season. It really is good for repairing. So I am a huge fan of pimple patches, and I have tried pretty much every pimple patch that's on the market. Also from Korea, Olive & Young, Sephora, name it. This is the best one. But first, the price is amazing. I think it's $9.50 compared to some of the other ones, which can go up to like $30 something. It is actually invisible, so what they actually say on the packaging is true. Sometimes I put it on and I don't know where it is because it really blends into your skin. It, by the way, also works really well because it has a salicylic acid in it, help clear your skin. So really love it, really like it. I also tried this on with another friend, a very different skin tone than I do, and works amazingly. So highly recommend these guys. The last thing is bodycare, Bum Bum Brazilian Cream. I love this little guy because it, again, actually works. I bought multiple of these already throughout the years. Now they're really popular, so I even see them in airports in Europe. So you know, then they're really popular. If you have dry skin or if you're going on holiday, they're really nice to have. And it smells amazing. It has a very vanilla-y, coconutty smell, so if you don't like that, you will not like this scent. But I think they have other scents, but the yellow one is my favorite. And I've tried some of their other products. I do think that this is their hero winning products. If there's one thing to buy from them, it's this guy. Truly the last one that I bought is the Laneige sleeping mask for your lips. I bought this because, again, I'm a huge fan of Laneige, and I have been wearing their stuff since I was 12, so pre-teens. I think this is like my 10th tub because I use it so much. And if there was one thing for your lips to buy, it's this. It actually works, keeps your lips super hydrated. Honestly, I use it as a lip gloss to finish it off after my makeup. I don't even like bother with other lip glosses that much. The only reason I use my other ones is because if I want some tint or I want to try something new, then I do, but this is pretty much my go-to, and I keep coming back to her. Like, she's a one. So that's my little spring pre-summer travel items that I will be using between now and the next months. That's kind of what's been on my favorites. We'll move on to the next part of the day. Okay, and coming up is Atlanta vlog part 3, which will be revisiting Reformation, trying on some dresses on spring summer collection, and that will be the last part for my Atlanta vlog. Coming up will be back in Europe doing some amazing travels, and also another one coming up will be Marrakesh in Morocco and a couple of other cities in Morocco. And if you haven't already, like this video and give a subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks so much for joining me and wishing you a beautiful week. Bye.